My name is Michael Brown. I'm the brother of Francis Brown, which we are honoring this Memorial Day as the Grand Marshal, and I'm very proud of that. We're honoring my brother Francis Brown, who was born May 6, 1947, to my parents Wade and Teresa Brown, and we grew up as six brothers, and Freddie was my favorite brother as we were growing up. Used to take me all over the place, especially the Troy Boys Club back in the 60s, and proud of my brother for his service. He went in at 17 out of his sophomore year of high school in Troy High, and he represented our country in military, USS Navy, ended up on USS Liberty, which in 1967, June 8th, in the Mediterranean, during the Six-Day War, Israel attacked an American ship, and it was a 2-hour conflict which they strafed the ship with ballistic missiles from airplanes, napalmed it, sent 3 torpedo boats afterwards, which blew a 40-foot hole in the side of the Liberty, which killed 24 instantly. And at the end of the 2 hours, 34 sailors, and I think there was a Marine and a ballistic coordinator were killed on the Liberty, and 171 wounded. There was many medals awarded. The captain got the Congressional Medal of Honor, and my brother received the Navy Cross, which is the second highest medal in the military. And eventually, back in 1961, when Marty Mahar was mayor, we had a monument put in Prospect Park in his honor. And this year, we're honoring him as Grand Marshal in the Lansingburg Parade, Memorial Day Parade, which I am very proud of. During his military service, I was probably the only brother that used to write to him constantly because he was my favorite brother. And in his stories, he loved the Navy. They always tell you if you're in the military, don't volunteer. But he was a volunteer man, and he progressed in rank. He ended up Quartermaster 3, Petty Officer, and in one particular letter, he wrote that he was in a pool game because all the shipmates, when I have met them, they said they used to drink on my brother in the bars because he would go in and shoot pool and win money. So he would help them drink, I gave them the opportunity to drink on him. Well, one incident, this guy thought he was so good, and my brother had cleaned him out for like $3,000 back then. The guy had a Harley Davidson. He says, I'm going to put up my Harley Davidson to win my $3,000 back. Well, Franny beat him. And in this letter that I got from him, there was a little box. I said, geez, what is he sending me? Well, he sent me the 14 ball and the cue ball, which at one point in my life, I had a pool table, and I promised him it would be on my pool table. And it was for years until I had to move and I couldn't no longer keep my pool table, which I sold it to one of my best friends. And I still have the cue ball and the 14 ball, which he won $3,000 in a Harley Davidson. Every year, I go up to the Scatico Fair when it's open, and I volunteer at the Veterans uh, not tent, it's the Veterans Hall. And one year I went up and I asked Jody, I believe that's her name, and could I display my brother's stuff? And she goes, yeah. And I was explaining how my brother was killed during the Six-Day War, and I have a lot of proclamations and stuff that I would like to put on display. Well, when I first brought them up, they put them on a table. And Jody asked me, do you want to put these in a glass case? They'll be there forever. So in the Scatico Fair Veterans Hall, they do have a display on my brother, and it'll always be there, And I picture of him and all his proclamations, of his Navy Cross and stuff like that, Purple Heart. He's had some medals. So, and me and my brothers, which going from the oldest to the youngest, there was 6 brothers. My brother Donnie, my brother Johnny, who passed away in 2007, my brother George, myself, and my brother Danny. 4 of us will be um, very proud to be the honorary Grand Marshals of the Troy Parade, Memorial Day Parade, and I'm just so happy to have this honor. For the servicemen that sacrificed their lives, this is the weekend which we honor all veterans. I speak well of my brother, and he's my military hero. And Memorial Day means all the military men that were sacrificed in the military. Means a lot. You know, they served our country because freedom is not free.